What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel, and it looks like yet another famous and beloved franchise has been hijacked by people who do not give the first damn about these franchises. They only care about pushing their own agenda, and it's happening again. It's happening over and over. I don't know what's going on with Hollywood. We are still getting some good stuff from time to time, but some of the biggest franchises are being taken over, and we're getting absolute crap from them, and we may never get good material again. Luckily, we still always have that original content, those original films to go back to. We saw it happen with Star Wars. I'm sorry, if you like the new trilogy, I'm happy for you, but oh my God, that was the most disconnected trilogy I've ever seen. It was absolute garbage. I think it's terrible. They focus so much on identity politics, other things besides just making a good trilogy and focusing on story. But it has gotten even worse now. Believe it or not, these franchises are at that point now that they don't even talk about the story. They don't talk about them. They do not care at all. They don't even try to hide it anymore. It's so bad. So we have Amazon's new series based on the Lord of the Rings. It's a Lord of the Rings series called The Rings of Power. The trailer looks absolutely awful. They are changing the races and everything that does not match the lore just so that they can, push it. That's fine. I don't really care. If you want to hire black actors, you want to hire whoever you want. I don't really care. Nobody cares. Strong female characters, great. We've always had strong female characters in the Lord of the Rings. But the problem is that's all they care about. That's all they care about. There's no talk of the story. There's nothing that looks like it's going to be good at all because there's no passion for it. So they put out this to try to convince us fans. Now, I'm not saying I'm not a super fan of Lord of the Rings. I love the original trilogy, of course. I love the Hobbit trilogy. I haven't read the books. I watched the original trilogy. I've watched it 3 or 4 times. I mean, I watch it, maybe more over the years, 6, 7 times. I mean, I really enjoy them. I watched it recently within the last year. I've watched it, but I was a bigger Star Wars fan. I'm a bigger Terminator fan. I have my favorite franchises. Lord of the Rings is up there, but it's not one of my top 10 favorites. But as far as filmmaking goes, as far as just from a filmmaking perspective, it's one of the best. That trilogy is absolutely amazing. Peter Jackson did a phenomenal job. I'm not, a super fan like these people supposedly are that we're about to check out because they put out this video to try to convince us, that the super fans are saying, if anyone believes these are super fans or even give the first F about Lord of the Rings, I assure you, you're mistaken. These are not Lord of the Rings fans. These are people who were paid, given, this is very scripted. This is clearly fake. And the fact that they put this out and expected us regular people to believe for a second that these are super fans is insulting. They think we are complete morons. Let's react to this thing right here.
Just dropped with a teaser trailer, and I'm here with the Fellowship of Influencers. Chanel, Joel, and Kelsey. How are you guys doing?
Very excited after watching that.
I'm on.
Very intrigued to just see everyone else's thoughts and just gather what we all think.
That's what we're here for.
Okay, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They don't look like, there's fans of all types are fans of Lord of the Rings. So they could be fans of Lord of the Rings. They said they're very intrigued. They're using very general words, but now we're going to get into specifics, right? We're going to get into some specifics about what they liked about this trailer and what they are excited about, because that's going to get us excited. If these super fans are excited, that will get us excited. Let's go.
All right, 3 words to describe the Rings of Power teaser trailer. Go.
Okay. Breathtaking. I literally didn't breathe. Exhilarating and intriguing.
I didn't notice that you weren't.
Breathtaking, exhilarating, and intriguing. She said she literally didn't breathe. When you use the term literally, that means we're supposed to mean it's not figurative at all. You literally didn't breathe during the entire trailer. I highly doubt that. So the other 2 also gave their 3 words. Things like intriguing, representative, of course. Same old stuff.
It's exciting to see that, diversity is being explored in the Rings of the first female dwarf. Now, diversity, especially on screen,
diversity
means a lot to me because growing up, I hardly had that, watching TV and watching a lot of films and stuff. Never saw people of my color. So it's exciting.
I don't know what you were watching.
Exciting to see that, diversity is being explored in the Rings of Power. What are your thoughts on the casting decisions?
I'm very excited for it because Tolkien's work was always about being inclusive. I mean, we see it through the Fellowship, like a bunch of people from different backgrounds.
Inclusive. inclusive, different backgrounds, diversity, inclusive.
Coming together in order to face the common enemy, being Sauron, and just seeing the casting decisions. It's really, really exciting to see. It's just going to mean so much to like me personally because it's getting that representation in Middle Earth.
Representation,
We're gonna see that.
inclusive, representation. 3 minutes in, we haven't gotten anything about this film, about this series. Not a thing. Representation, inclusive, representative, inclusive. People look like me. What have you been watching all your whole life? I've seen lots of diversity on screen my entire life, and we all appreciate it, and that's normal because the world is diverse. So we would expect films to be diverse, and TV shows and whatever media,
On screen, and definitely.
What about you, Snow?
In the original film series, which I absolutely adored, but there are not many women in it, and the 3 women who are in it never speak to one another. I don't really.
Oh, yes.
So
Female representation, women, female representation, strong women. We're 3-4 minutes in. Represented. Oh no, I wasn't represented. Let's go. These are the super fans. 4 minutes in. Nothing but representation, diversity, representation, strong women, representation, diversity, strong women, representation, diversity, strong women. We understand it's diverse. Great. Awesome. Strong females. Awesome. Talk about the goddamn show. What are you? These are not super fans.
series, because there's still so much we don't know.
I actually want to know why they were fighting. Who's fighting? Why are they fighting?
Literally.
Where are we? Who
Yeah.
are they? What's going on?
I mean,
What the hell? Who are they? What are they? What is going on? You don't. They haven't said any specifics about what you would know from the Lord of the Rings lore to make me think that these are even casual fans, much less super fans. And it just goes on like this. It's absolutely terrible. Sue, I dare you to make it through this video without dying of cringe. I'm guessing that's the reason it's unlisted now. Yeah, they unlisted it. The dislike ratio is insane. It's just absolutely, it's terrible. It's terrible. And it's just sad, because it would be so awesome to get some good new content from some of these franchises, whether it be a TV show, a new movie, a spin-off, whatever. But we don't get that anymore. We don't get that anymore. And when I noticed when I did my my top 10 worst and best movies, all the best ones were not from franchises. They were like lower budget, just, films that came out that were pretty good. I had like some horror films, some under the radar horror films. I had a Netflix films on there called the Unforgivable with Sandra Bullock. I just noticed that, and then I noticed on my worst, all the big franchises, because they're just getting hijacked. Like Hollywood can't give us anything good anymore. Not big budget Hollywood can't give us anything good anymore because they don't care. They're not putting any effort. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't see how it's profitable for them. Nobody minds diversity. Anyone says, "Oh, so you don't like diversity? You don't like black people?" It's ridiculous. Nobody minds. If it makes sense within the story, go for it. Put whatever diversity you want. Women, I remember when they said Rey was going to be the main character, it was going to be a female character. Nobody cared. It was awesome. Whatever. Let's go and give us some good Star Wars. We got garbage. I don't care what anyone says. It's fucking a terrible trilogy. An absolutely horrible trilogy. There was Ghostbusters 2016. There was Terminator Dark Fate, which wasn't bad. I don't think it was a terrible movie. But some of the things that were included in that movie and some of the marketing for that movie was really bad. I remember them saying, "Oh, if you don't like this movie, you're misogynist. This is gonna piss off misogynists." What are you talking about, man? What are you talking about with the director and insulting fans, calling everyone misogynist if you don't like the movie? Last Jedi came out. If you didn't like the movie, you were called racist. You were called misogynist. You were called all this stuff, woman hater. It's absolutely terrible and pathetic. And the movies stink. Like, since when does plot not matter? Why do we just have to love this crap? It's garbage. And this is looking like it's going to be absolute garbage. And it's just sad. I'm not like really distraught about it because I never really expected more Lord of the Rings content. If we were going to get it, awesome. If not, it's fine because the original trilogy is probably never going to get beaten. But it would be cool to get some more material, more, a show. That sounds awesome. But I'm pretty sure this is going to suck. The images from it, they're just completely cringeworthy. Not because it's a black person, even though, when you look into the lore, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But, I'm not going to complain about the race of the I don't look at, this is all that Hollywood cares about. Race, gender. And this is not even the worst of the shows that have been coming out lately. So it's really sad, but it's where we're at right now. Lord of the Rings looks like it's going to be a complete trash series. The Rings of Power looks like it's going to be absolute garbage, and the people here tend to agree. That was bad. In fact, I'm English myself. Added some of those extra and bad. Yeah, it's bad. And yeah, this clip right here of these quote unquote super fans is pathetic, laughable, and sad. You guys have a great day. Let me know what you think. We'll talk to you next time.